My dad died in 2020. He set an amazing example of a healthy lifestyle for 93 years. My favorite thing he left me was his beige Prius. Nothing fancy, a 2005. I really love my dad, so I really treasure that Prius. Yes, there had been extreme relationship challenges between us, especially in the last 6 months of his life. It was really painful, and even though I got to tell him I loved him and say everything I wanted to say to him on his deathbed, the situation was still painful. I'll be working through those feelings for as long as it takes, but I really loved my dad. When I got in that Prius the first time after my dad was gone, my son commented that it smelled just like Granddad. I knew he meant this in a good way. As weeks went by, I started to realize the car needed to be washed, both on the inside and the outside, you know what I mean? More time passed. My family chose to delay my dad's memorial for about another year and a half because of the pandemic. The time came for his memorial, and I still hadn't washed the car. It was a beautiful memorial. As I lovingly placed the leftover memorial programs and beloved picture posters of my dad in the hatch of the Prius, I thought to myself, maybe now I'll be ready to wash this car. But you know what? I wasn't ready yet. It may sound weird, but somehow keeping things as they were made me feel closer to my dad. He kept little plastic containers in the back full of things like flashlights and screwdrivers and other dad stuff. My mom's coin purse was even back there, and she had died 7 years prior. I guess holding on is really a thing in my family. His stale, sugar-free Ricola throat lozenges were still in the driver's side door pocket. I don't even eat sugar-free stuff. It just comforted me to have them there. Even though I noticed the dusty dashboard every time I got in the car, it was familiar, and I told myself it comforted me. I knew it was way overdue for a wash, but I kept making excuses because, to be honest, I wasn't sure how I'd feel if I washed that car. Maybe I'd feel even more sad. I was scared. I just wasn't ready to let go. So I was patient with myself. One day something changed in me. I was ready to wash the Prius. I can't tell you why, but I became willing to let go on a deeper level. Somehow washing the Prius symbolized my letting go on a deeper level. That Prius is super clean now. I actually feel closer to my dad because he always loved a clean car. And I feel more peace now. Sometimes you have to let go of the familiar in order to grow, even if it's so scary it takes over 2 years. Even if the familiar is so dirty you could use the back windshield as a notepad. When it comes to letting go and personal growth, be patient with yourself. It takes as long as it takes. Sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. Easy does it, but do it.